All right. So I am going to move to Bali with my kids, and here are the details on that. Because I've been thinking about this so much in my own head and planning things and literally obsessing over this nonstop 24/7, I forget what only I know and what everyone else knows. So this is kind of like a catch up on the plan so far. This is one of the kids. He's the middle kid, actually. So he's not even the youngest. How old are you?
4.
4. He's really excited about Bali, and he's been doing his part by doing extra chores around the house and trying to earn money. um, so the plan right now is, because we have so many kids, it's a horde of children in here. We have 4 kids. We've got 13, 8, 4, and 2. So right now, our plan is to take this slow, do things right, make sure we have all our ducks in a row. But this fall, we are planning a little test drive. So myself and the youngest 3 are going to go to Bali for a month or 2. Between 1 and 3 months right now. We're still kind of playing with the timeline, planning it out. Are you bored?
No.
Are you? Okay. Planning it out. And then for the last week or 2 that we're there, my husband and our oldest son will join us so that they can also experience Bali. We thought it would be easier with myself and the youngest 3 kids because the 2 youngest are ours together. So that makes it really, really easy. And then our oldest daughter, the 8-year-old, has a different dad, but she's my biological daughter. So being able to take her there would be, I think, a little bit easier. I've already talked to her dad about it, and he's been like, yeah, that sounds like an incredible opportunity for her. And then my husband, our oldest son, is his son. And so he would stay here with him. He's a little bit older. He's in junior high. Homeschooling would be a little bit more tricky than it would with the younger kids. And he also has, another parent that we would have to move that long, get it signed off on. And it's just, so we think it would be easier and more comfortable for him if he stayed here with his dad. And then they came and joined us for 2 weeks towards the end of it. And then we'd all fly back together. And then once we're back here in the States, we can kind of sit back, regroup, decide, did the kids like Bali? Did they even like it? Did you like it? Because my husband hasn't been there yet. So talking about whether we think it is a viable option for our family, talking about, what that would look like for my photography business, working on getting a working visa for Bali, and just kind of coming back here, settling back in and discussing, okay, do we want this? Do we want to keep moving forward with this? And if so, what are our next steps? So that's the plan as of right now. I've been looking at villas, and I have an appointment for our oldest daughter to get a passport. She had one before. She's been to Australia before when she was very young. So that is expired. So I'm going to start one by one, getting the kids their passports. That's step 1. Looking at villas, obviously. And then the next biggest step. So why Bali specifically is because my sister and I had just hosted a women's empowerment retreat there. And so we were there for 2 weeks, and it was so amazing. And I know everyone says that after they get back from vacation someplace, oh, it was incredible, I want to live there, because it was a vacation. And everyone has a good time on vacation. But this was I just really loved the people. It was so different from the US, especially right now when everyone just seems so angry and tense and stressed out, and distrustful. It was just really, really, really different in that aspect. And then the nature, everything is so open. Even the houses, a lot of the places we stayed at, it wasn't 4 walls and a roof. A lot of the places, instead of having solid walls on the sides. Would have like 2 or 3 walls, and then an open area where you like bring down the like curtains, bamboo curtains. So you're constantly like immersed in nature. And it was so amazing. And living in northern Michigan, where for a lot of the year, I think I read something somewhere that says we get like on average 60 days of sun a year, which is insane. That's not enough. And we just went through our second devastating ice storm in as many years. Both years, there's a state of emergency declared. And I'm kind of over that. I'm like over the cold. I love winter because I like the hibernation aspect. But like 1 month, 2 weeks is plenty. I don't need this whole thing. So I just think it would be so good for the kids to like have that and have an outdoorsy life. And where our house is right now, it's not like pure Michigan, northern Michigan. You know, it's not like we're living out in the country with a ton of property or acreage. We live right downtown in our city. It's small. It's not a big city, but it's still like we don't even have a yard. Sometimes when you have a really big dream or goal, the largeness of it can make it feel completely unattainable. It's important to remember that you don't need to do everything all at once. Big dreams are marathons, not sprints. So today we went and got the kids' passport photos taken. It's a small step, but it's another item that I can tick off of my to-do list. They did great, and it went quicker and easier than I expected. Next step is getting them their actual passports. Then we went and returned some cans and bottles at Meijer because every dollar helps. And finally, I posted some reminders on my social pages about the deal I have for April photos. It's $450 and includes gown usage, all the digitals, and a framed 8x10 fine art print. I'm really excited about it, and it's going to help us get to Bali.